What's up YouTube, it's your boy Kakashi Crypto. You're going to be seeing a whole lot of me now that I'm on furlough. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Defi, what do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Having money on my mind, I have the money in my pocket. Bone marrow roasted, spread it on the rosemary bread, lightly toasted, drizzle with the vinaigrette.
Okay, in this video, basically, I'm going to be showing you very powerful beginner strategies that you can use to actually make money consistently. And it's very, very simple. I'm a beginner when it comes to leverage trading, so this is why I'm recommending it to you. Don't start with your own money. I recommend using a trading practice platform such as one on Femix or Bybit. But yeah, Femix is where we're currently doing the trading. So what you're going to need is a TradingView account. You can use one for free. You don't need to pay for it at all. And then you're going to need either some practice money or some actual capital, and then you're going to need some indicators on TradingView, which you can also use on Femix as well. And from there, that's all you need basically. So let's get into the video. So first of all, we're going to set up the chart. So as you can see here, this is a bit complicated right now, but all we need basically is the 4 EMA. If you want to get a bit more technical, you can add the stochastic RSI. And just to be super brief, the stochastic RSI gives you an indication of when the market is oversold and overbought. So the market is overbought, that's when you want to sell the market, and when the market is oversold, that's when you want to buy the market. But you don't rely on the stochastic. We use that as a secondary indicator to make our decisions. So basically what we need is the 4 EMA. So all you have to do is go to TradingView, go to this FX sign here, then type in 4 EMA, and then go to the one that has the most votes, whatever, this one with 6,000 here, and then you can star it as well just for future reference. I don't need to worry about the script. And then what we need are these Fibonacci numbers. Okay, we need 9, we need 13, 21 and 55. So I've color coded them accordingly, with the lowest number 9 being blue, the second number being green, so 13 is that green, 21 is yellow, and then 55 is red. And I've put the lowest number 9 on the boldest setting, most bold setting possible, and then 55 also in the most bold setting possible. And essentially what we are doing here is whenever the red line, the thick red line, is underneath all of the other indicators, that's when we're buying the market. And then when it goes over to being at the top of the market, that's when we sell. But if you want to make the most of the price movements in between the crossover, then you sort of look at the RSI indicators to let you know when the market is overbought, giving you a good indication of when you can actually sell at the relative peak. And although it's not completely accurate, it gives you more or less the best indication, in my opinion, that that it's time to sell the market basically. So as we've seen here, we'll just go back. This is, and by the way, this can work on many different time frames. Obviously it depends on how much capital you have, but when you start getting more advanced, you can trade on many different time frames. You can trade on the 1 minute, 5 minute, hourly, 4 hourly, daily, weekly, etc. You get the gist of it. But just for simplicity's sake, during lockdown now, I'm aiming to have, even more supplementary income than I currently do, and I'll plan to trade. So what I'm going to do is I'll trade either the 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 hour or 4 hour chart. And at the moment right now I'm trading the 15-minute chart. I'll tell you about the current trade, but we'll get into that in a bit, and this video isn't going to be too long. But as you can see here, historically, and by the way, this works most of the time, but it's not going to be 100%. Nothing is 100% in trading. But let's go back all the way to, I don't know, 29th of October. Okay, so if we had sold the market here from, this is Chainlink by the way, if you had sold the market from 11.49 and then you'd, taken profit all the way down here or so, that would have been how much of a move? Okay, so this is a bit clunky right now. Bear with me guys. So from 11.49, or just about down to here, this would have been a minus 3.94% move. Now obviously with Femix, the good thing is that you can use leverage, so you can have a small amount of capital, and because you have leverage, you're able to maximize the returns. So let's say you'd gone for maximum leverage of 20%, that would have been basically a 60% move across basically one day. The only downside with this trading strategy is that you do have to keep an active eye on the market, but obviously if you're trading on higher time frames, then you don't have to check it as regularly as you do if you're trading on smaller time frames, because of, you know, the intervals in terms of going from oversold to overbought. But yeah, that is just one example. Obviously now we have this trading we have this trade set up here where you could have bought here where the red line is at the bottom, and then obviously sold here. This wouldn't have been much of a move if you had sold it where the lines crossed over. However, this is where the stochastics come into play. So if you had bought here and you'd held, you had an appropriate stop loss, which you do need to have a stop loss, by the way, then you can look at the RSI and then you can see, okay, this is topped out here, now would be a good time to sell. And you can see here just historically how reliable of an indicator it is if you use it in conjunction with the RSI. I do believe, you know, during this lockdown, if you do master this, then you can make a lot of money, just with, you know, a small amount of capital, like £100, £200. If you use, I don't know, 50% or even the whole trading capital fund, then you're able to, you know, make a lot of money from it, just from smaller moves. But yeah, you can see here, you know, buy here, sell here. Obviously with the RSI, since it was in the overbought territory, you could have bought here, then sold there, and that would have been, you know, not as long. That would have been from 8 in the morning. Obviously not everyone's gonna be up at the time, but from 8 in the morning until 10 o'clock, you know, just 2 hours or so for a decent what's that, a decent 3% move. And obviously with 20x leverage, that's like 60%. So you can see how reliable it's been. Not so much here, but like I said, if you use it in conjunction with the RSI, so from here to here or so, you know, maybe not that it wouldn't have been the best trade setup, you would have maybe broken even, yeah, but in general it tends to be quite reliable. You can see from here to here or so, in conjunction with the RSI, if you'd sold here and then taken profit here when the RSI is in the oversold territory, you'd be sweet. Or even down here when the RSI isn't oversold. And then, you know, we have buying here. Now this is where you do get, you know, a big wave where you bought here, and then obviously you could sell here, or you could look at the RSI, sell here or sell here. I got in here, and yeah, I'll show you my current trade at the moment. Oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Come on, mate. Ah, you son of a bitch. Alright, cool. So yeah, I got in, as I said guys, I got in around here or so where the red line is at the top, so it was a good indication for you to sell the market. And yeah, I'm currently in a profit. I'm in £14 of profit. This peaked at around £30 or so, but I'm just waiting or so. Gonna wait for the RSIs to, you know, tick. That may be time to sell. Now could possibly be that time, because we're starting to see these trend lines go to the upside, but I'm just gonna wait for another red candle before I believe the market may have topped out. And the good thing about this trading strategy is that you can do it on the 1 minute time frame, the 5 minute time frame, so you don't have to wait around all day. It's really powerful when you catch the big moves. That's the key to this. You don't need a lot of capital to get started as well. So yeah, that is the Fibonacci retracement. One thing you do excuse me, whoa, rewind. One thing you do need to bear in mind is that to save money on fees, it's good to set in limit orders as opposed to market buying. So market buying is literally just buying on the spot like that, whereas a limit order is where you place a buy or sell price at a certain price, and then when price touches it, that's when the order goes through, as I did here. And then that saves you money on the actual the taker or maker taker fees. But yeah, if you don't understand what I'm saying, feel free to research the feel free to research the technological terms and get yourself up to grips. Yeah, during this lockdown, you might as well be productive and have a secondary income stream. That's what I'm planning to do, since I'm stuck in my house for another month. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Smash the like button, hit subscribe if you're new, and I'm out.